Have you ever thought about which book is the bestseller of all time? It's not just any great novel, it's estimated to be the Bible. Every year, around 200 million copies of the Bible are printed, and nearly all of them are sold. This number probably never declines as humans across generations continue to believe in God and practice their faith. The Bible in Christianity has been translated into more languages than any other book that has ever existed. It addresses many issues, some of which even modern science struggles to explain. Among these is the existence and impact of demons in our world. So, are demons real? To answer this question, let's explore what the Bible says about demons. In all religions around the world, they define demons in their own way. The concept of demons has likely existed since ancient times when humans were in prehistoric eras. Until now, humanity has always wondered where we will go after death. Somehow, the definition of demons has emerged. Demons are nothing but wandering souls of the deceased that haven't transcended but linger in the mortal realm alongside the living. They're usually invisible to ordinary people except for some special cases or individuals capable of communicating with the other side. Demons are spiritual forces aligned with evil. They typically have terrifying and grotesque appearances. They appear to punish the wicked, but can also harm the good. In some Eastern religions, like Buddhism and Hinduism, demons can transform into various creatures, from cattle and horses to insects and even humans. Normal individuals cannot easily recognize demons and are vulnerable to their deception or harm. This is the general notion of demons across different world religions. So what does the Bible and Christianity say about this? Firstly, we must understand what the Bible is and its origins. The Bible refers to sacred texts commonly used in religions originating from Abraham, such as Christianity and Judaism. The Christian Bible is divided into two parts, the Old Testament and the New Testament. The Old Testament is based on Jewish scriptures and was completed and widely circulated before the birth of Jesus. The New Testament was written after Jesus preached. It was written by Jesus' apostles and their successors. Most authors of the Old and New Testament are anonymous, writing in different periods and locations. Christians consider the Bible as the teachings of God. However, modern scholars unanimously agree that the Bible is a product of human writings and has been edited over centuries. It was written by 40 authors over nearly 1,500 years from the 12th century BC to the 2nd century AD. According to the Catholic Church, the present Bible consists of 73 books, 46 in the Old Testament and 27 in the New Testament. As a human product, the Bible's ideas, even the mystical ones, are human-made. Therefore, when the Bible talks about demons, it's a human creation, so to speak. The New Testament includes the Gospels, the Acts of the Apostles, and the Book of Revelation. In Revelation, demons are defined as the great dragon was hurled down, that ancient serpent called the devil or Satan who leads the whole world astray. He was hurled to the earth, and his angels with him. The writing style in the Bible in general, and particularly in Revelation, carries a strong religious tone and can be challenging for many modern readers to comprehend. But, to summarize, the Bible's definition of demons is as follows. Once amidst the chaos, God created the world and angels to assist him in governing it. Angels, revered children of God, were granted immense power and beauty. Among these angels was one named Lucifer. Lucifer was a powerful archangel, beautiful, and deeply loved by God. One day, God gathered all angels and announced that he had created a new species. This species not only had souls like angels, but also had bodies. He named them humans. God deeply cherished these new creatures and requested all angels to serve and assist these humans in their growth and development. All angels obeyed this command except Lucifer. He believed that a noble angel should not serve such an inferior species as humans without any special rights like the angels. Hence, Lucifer secretly opposed God's command. Eventually, he managed to lure 1/3 of the angels in heaven and led them in a cosmic war called the War in Heaven. The conflict engaged nearly all the angels, dividing them into two sides, one supporting God and the other siding with Lucifer. In the end, God sent Archangel Michael wielding a bright sword to punish the rebellious group. Those who followed Lucifer faced a tragic defeat and were punished accordingly, especially Lucifer himself, the leader, who was stripped of all angelic powers and forever cast into hell. He is now known as Satan. This is how the concept of demons in the Bible emerged. According to the Christian Bible, demons originated from the fallen angels who followed Lucifer, thrown into hell. They transformed from beautiful, pure angels to terrifying, ugly creatures with a taint of filth. However, descending into hell didn't mean that the demons stopped acting. Demons have repeatedly returned to the mortal world, harming humans, the species they blame for their torment. A prime example is Satan's temptation of Adam and Eve. In the Bible, Adam and Eve are the first human beings on earth. They lived in the Garden of Eden, filled with beauty and joy. There was no sickness or sorrow, only happiness and delight. God permitted them to eat from all the trees in the garden, except for one forbidden tree. God cautioned that eating from this tree would result in their death. One day, a serpent approached Eve and questioned if God had forbidden them from eating any fruit in the garden. Eve replied, "We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but God did say, 'You must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will die.' The serpent then said, 'You will not certainly die, for God knows that when you eat from it your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil.' Eve, enticed by the serpent, gazed at the forbidden fruit and found it beautiful and tempting. She believed that eating it would grant her wisdom. She then persuaded her husband, Adam, to eat it as well, so they both could become wise. However, nothing escapes the eye of God. Upon finding the forbidden fruit missing, he summoned Adam and Eve. "Adam, Eve, where are you?" Terrified and ashamed, they hesitated to face God. Knowing they couldn't hide forever, Adam and Eve emerged from the bushes. Adam explained, "We heard you in the garden and were afraid because we were naked, so we hid." Aware that they had committed a sin, God asked, "Have you eaten from the tree that I commanded you not to eat from?" Adam blamed Eve and even God, saying, "The woman you put here with me, she gave me some fruit from the tree and I ate it." Then, turning to Eve, God asked, "What is this you have done?" And Eve also blamed someone else, saying, "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." Failing to acknowledge their wrongdoing and shifting blame, they were expelled from the Garden of Eden. Their lives, as well as the lives of their descendants, meaning humanity, became filled with hardship, sickness, and suffering. In the Bible, demons represent the temptation that leads humans to do wrong. They are not just enemies of God, but also enemies of humanity. They continuously seek to harm us through various means. Additionally, demons are cunning and wise, always tempting and deceiving humans into doing wrong. Afterward, they hide their sins, leaving humans to suffer the consequences of God's punishment. The Bible teaches that humans often fail to recognize the evil they commit, attributing it to demonic influence. Even those close to God, deeply immersed in his teachings, can become slaves to evil spirits. Judas Iscariot, one of Jesus' 12 apostles, is a prime example. Judas, a patriotic Jew, sought to create a revolution to liberate the Jews from Roman rule. Upon hearing Jesus preaching about a spiritual revolution against the demonic forces within people's minds, rather than against the ruling powers on thrones, Judas followed Jesus, expecting him to lead the anticipated revolution. However, Judas became disappointed when Jesus showed no intention of a revolution against the Roman rulers, but a spiritual one against demonic forces within. Due to this ideological conflict, Judas gradually became resentful towards Jesus. During the Last Supper, the final meal of Jesus and his 12 disciples, Judas left early. And after that, everyone knows what happened. Judas betrayed Jesus, leading to Jesus being crucified. There's much debate about why Judas betrayed Jesus. However, many argue that demons influenced Judas's actions. Today, most people do not believe in the presence of demons, except for those deeply devoted to faith. Historically, many incidents of demonic possession causing severe physical and mental torment to individuals have been recorded. The victims were tormented to the extent that their loved ones could not recognize them anymore. The Bible asserts that demons are entirely real. One of the most effective ways to ward off demons is through prayer and faith in God. Just by reciting God's words from the Bible, one can be healed. Instantly, demons become powerless against humans. Christianity believes that with a virtuous, positive lifestyle and prayer, humans can completely escape the grip of evil spirits. What do you think about the truth regarding demons according to the Bible's perspective? Please leave your thoughts with me. Goodbye, and until we meet again.